Hello everyone and welcome to yet another edition of Business Communication wherein we discuss the question paper. Today we are going to discuss about the types of business letters. Now of course there are different types of business letters include sales letters, order letters, complaint letters, inquiry letters and follow-up letters. So let's see what each one means. The first type of business letter is a sales letter, and basically a sales letter serves the purpose of convincing a buyer or customer to purchase a product or service. Now, it is written in an attractive manner that would naturally strike the interest of the potential customer. Of course, the sales letter has to have the details of the company and the service that they are offering, along with advantageous points on how their product should be chosen over others. An integral part of marketing, they are written to fulfill customer prospects in general. So let's take the example of a car, and if you are trying to convince a customer to purchase it, of course you will need to point out the advantageous points of how your car is better than the others. Sales letters are also an effective way to communicate with clients. It may also target a specific group to grab their attention. For example, again, if you take the sales for cars, maybe during a particular season, the car companies might target a particular sector of people, like for example doctors or engineers or even MBAs, people like you who would be planning on buying a top of the end car like a Mercedes or an Audi. So naturally you might first receive a sales letter, which nowadays is in the form of an email, which would try to communicate to you the advantages and why that particular product should be chosen over others. So that's sales letters. You will also have in business communication what is known as order letters. Now an order letter would mean that you are going to place an order for that particular product or service. A detailed informative structure containing the exact dimensions and quantities of the desired product. Order letters can be sent along with the due payment. It thus serves as a legal record of transaction between the business and the vendor. Let's take the case of a television. So you're going to buy a particular brand of television. So you need to specify its dimensions and the quantity also. So let's say you might be taking a 55-inch TV, LED TV, and one quantity or two numbers, and that also has to be given. Plus you also have to, in that particular order letter, you'll also have to discuss or describe how you will be paying it, whether it is through the app system or through a card based system or electronic payment or whatever it is. So this also would be a sort of a legal record between the business and the vendor, which means between the customer and the vendor. So that's order letters. Next, something that we might be doing is what we call a complaint letter. So you have a product and that product unfortunately fails. So you will have to possibly write a complaint letter. Now this is basically a tricky sort of letter, and a complaint letter is sent with the objective to convey dissatisfaction or a grievance. So you're not satisfied with the product, or you would like to complain about the product. The trick lies in the tone of the letter. The overall tone should be professional and stern and should not offend the opposite party. So this is something that business people, business communication or MBA students like you should look into. That is, you should not try to offend the other party. Instead, your tone could be professional. It could also be very stern and possibly even a phone call would also stand in good stead. Complaint letters are used to raise your concern about unfair things and seek a productive outcome. So you would definitely want that product to be better, or you might want a replacement. For all these things, you would give a complaint letter. Next is an inquiry letter. So you want to buy a particular product. You really do not know much about it. That is when you write an inquiry letter. So a kind of inquiry can be written out in the form of an inquiry letter. An information deficit, a missed out point, or for any other possible questions, inquiry letters sent to businesses to sort out the gaps. So you sent out an inquiry letter. Let's say you know about the 55-inch LED, but you still want to clarify whether its thickness is so and so, and whether it has a tabletop stand and things like that. So you send an inquiry letter. The contact information of the sender is crucial so that the response has a legitimate address. Now you need to get a reply, and for the reply you definitely need to either include your email or your phone number so that the vendor can get back to you as soon as possible. Then we also have what we call follow-up letters. Now follow-up letters would be a letter that aims at increasing the effectiveness of a previously implemented action, and it can be referred to as a subsequent letter that can cover a lot of topics, from a general thank you to an intention to speed up a process. Let's say you bought a product, the product has been delivered to you, and you receive a letter from the company in the form of a follow-up letter thanking you for having purchased that particular product and possibly giving you a discount card for your next purchase. So this is a follow-up letter. It could also be like you are going to place the order, you have not yet placed it, you have received the brochure, you have inquired about the product, you feel rather okay about the product, and the vendor sends you a follow-up letter as to whether your order can be closed or whether your order can be taken up by the company. So this sort of a intention to speed up the process or a general thank you can be found in follow-up letters. So thus today we have learned about 5 types of letters that can be asked as a question in the university papers. What are the types of business letters? They would be sales letters, order letters, complaint letters, inquiry letters, and follow-up letters. Till the next video, thank you. Bye.